Well, Coach Brock, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today here on First. As football season rapidly approaching, just a couple of weeks away from kickoff at the end of this month, how has the transition gone to really make this program your own? I guess you had sort of less time to prepare than you would have liked coming in sort of halfway through the offseason.
Well, I mean, everything's been, really, really good. I think the one thing I want everybody to know is, the program's really not mine. The program belongs to the university, the state of Delaware, the guys who've played here, the guys who coached here. So I see myself as more of a caretaker, but the support's been tremendous. The people in the community have been unbelievable. I've been all over the state, whether it's for functions for the university or recruiting. And again, I'm thrilled to be here, and it's really gone well.
And to talk a little bit about that tradition, because you come in as one of a handful of people to be the head coach of this program. A little bit more pressure because of that, because of your predecessors here?
Well, I think it's an opportunity. I think, people look at things as either opportunities or burdens. I see it as an opportunity of a lifetime. In terms of the tradition and the history, I get reminded, maybe twice a week when Coach Raymond drops by and offers an opinion on something. And it's great. I mean, who better to listen to and learn from about Delaware? But again, it's exciting to have an opportunity at a place that has such a rich tradition and passionate fan base, and that's what you want to do, when you do this job.
And you talk about the passionate fan base. Obviously, haven't really been pleased with results over the last couple of seasons. Some down years, and that happens. What's going to take to turn it around, and as you come in new, to turn the corner and start winning right away?
Well, I think what we want to do is again, focus on the present. Nothing that happened in the last few years is going to determine whether or not we win or lose August 29th. So, we have to prepare the players, put them in the best possible situations, identify their skill sets, and create opportunities for them to help us win, 1 week at a time. I mean, our goal is going to be to be 1-0 12 times, and we're going to focus, individually on each opponent and take those matchups and game plan and try to exploit the weaknesses that people have and play to our strengths and then give yourself the best opportunity to win that individual game and then move on.
And talk about some of your strengths and some of the things you'll need to work on, the team will need to work on. You obviously have a lot of experience coming back on the offensive side of the ball, a little bit less on the other side on defense. How has the preparation, the planning been going?
Well, spring practice went well. We had a number of guys who weren't able to participate because of postseason surgeries and so forth, but they have some film, and I evaluated the film. I like what I saw. I think offensively the experience will allow us to be maybe a little bit more aggressive from an installation standpoint, and experience allows you to usually do a little bit more, especially offensively. They can usually handle it. They've been in the spot. And then ultimately you have to get them to play at a little bit higher level. Sometimes, again, experience and age helps with that. Defensively, I was very pleased in the spring. I think we got a bunch of guys who can run around pretty well, and they do a really, really good job in terms of listening and executing, and energy and enthusiasm goes a long way, and that's what we're going to be preaching in summer camp and until we set the two deep and get ready to play.
Talk a little bit about your philosophy of the game. What kind of offense, what kind of plays can fans expect to see? What will be the style of Blue Hen football under Coach Brock?
Well, I think what we want to do is be an attacking team, and I think that's in all phases. I think offensively, I think you want to have the ability to be a physical, tough team. Teams that can run the ball successfully are teams that win. So we want to be able to run the football, but we also want to be explosive and be able to push the ball down the field, whether it's play action, drop back pass, trick plays, any of those things that we can do to create explosive plays and 25-yard plus plays or long scoring plays. Defensively, we want to create, havoc. We're going to move, we're going to blitz, we'll play multiple fronts, multiple coverages. We want to create chaos, and the reality of what we're going to do on defense is going to be really predicated on hitting the quarterback. We're going to go get the quarterback. If we can do it with 4, great. If we can't, we're going to rush 5. If we can't get it with 5, we'll rush 6. But we're going to be committed to being chaotic on defense, and then in special teams, I think we can give ourselves an opportunity to change the game, whether it's with blocking kicks, returning kicks, whether it's faking something. We want to try and explore all those opportunities and really force the other teams to play every snap and to have a little bit of uncertainty when they line up every time.
There's been a lot of talk in recent months, and I guess in recent years, really, about the role of the football program here at the university. What's your thoughts kind of on the balance between academics and athletics, and where those two kind of meet up and merge?
Well, I think, you have a great responsibility when you're at a program like Delaware. I mean, in effect, you could be the front porch of the university, the face of the university. A lot of people see football and what happens, good or bad, and how it reflects on the university. So I think, we take that responsibility very seriously, and I want guys to have the total athlete experience. I want them to be championship football players. I want them to be champions in the classroom, and I want them to have a great social experience. I think the University of Delaware offers something that very, very few schools can offer. It offers you a chance as a player to compete for a national championship. It offers you, as a student, to compete and earn an elite degree that's going to take care of you for the rest of your life. And then, socially, if you can't have fun at Delaware, I don't know where you'll have fun. So, it's a very unique place that very, very few campuses at any level of football can legitimately offer.
There's been a lot of talk in football in general on the college level, a lot of movement from conferences, some smaller schools trying to move up and I guess try their hand on the next level. What's kind of your philosophy, thoughts behind where Delaware is right now, and moving anywhere, or very comfortable sort of where we are?
Well, again, I think the reality is my job is to coach the team. The season's rapidly approaching. We're going to report for training camp August 1st. We're going to start practicing August 2nd. And my goals are very, very sharp. We're going to look to compete to win the CAA championship. We want to be a playoff team, and we want to compete for national championships. And that's the role we have right now. To do anything or think about other things, it would be a distraction that the players don't deserve, and the fans and the alum don't deserve. So my focus is razor sharp on the season and what we're going to do and how we can best prepare our team, to win games, again, this year.
There's been we've talked about the tradition here at Delaware, and kind of one of the newer traditions is the Route 1 rivalry, the competition between UD and Del State. Is that an important rivalry to sort of gin up and to build up for the state?
Well, I think anytime you play an in-state team anywhere, it's going to be important. So obviously it's been going on here for a few years, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I look forward to it. And for us, it's another game on the schedule. You feel like you have to win, and again, will there be added significance? Of course there will. Anytime something's a rivalry game, there's going to be added significance.
And finally, what will be a successful season for the Blue Hens this year? For your first season, what will it take for you to call this a successful season?
Well, again, I don't look at it like it's my first season, or I look at it like, the University of Delaware's football program should be a annual playoff contender. So I would look at a successful season as making the NCAA playoffs and putting ourselves in a position to compete for the CAA championship. That's what the standard is going to be. So, again, we're not going to take 2 or 3 years to try to get there. We want to get there this year. We have a model in place. We're going to articulate that model to the players, and that's what we're looking to do. We want to be a playoff team in 2013.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck.
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you. Go Hens.
All right. That's Blue Hens head coach Dave Brock here on First. You can watch this interview in its entirety on newsworks.org/Delaware.